On this episode, the simplicity of sales. Hey everybody, welcome back to the quarter show. As you can see, Ben is out. He actually had a baby. Yesterday, so congrats to him. Very, very exciting stuff. So he's out and kind of, juggling his new, sort of getting adjusted and so forth. Anyway, I wanted to talk about one thing because I'm here at the office. I've been doing a bunch of calls personally, and it made me think about something that I want to kind of tackle and go over, and it's this. You read a lot of blogs, you read a lot of content, you read a lot of books related to sales, and I'll tell you, things can be made very, very complex. And I think one of the reasons things are made complex is that fear sets in. Fear's a factor in sales. Confront is a factor. You've got to call a lot of people, different things like that. And so sometimes it becomes more challenging and more complex than it needs to be. And it's kind of like, what do you do, and how do you get traction, and how do you get this, and how do you get that? Here's the actual simplicity of it. If you're willing to list out a huge amount of people in terms of prospects and things like that, and literally just get on the phone and just call people and leave quality voicemails, have quality what I call productive conversations, and just do that and do that and do that and do that. The truth is, success is interesting, especially in sales. People want the silver bullet. They want the special answer. They want to hear you did this or you did that or you did this hack or you did this social media thing. Look, the reality in sales, at least if you're in the business to business game, the reality is it's not as sexy per se as maybe people make it out to be. It's literally somebody called and did the work. You actually made those phone calls, and the phone is not dead. Social media, these things, they play a role, but the phone is not dead. Calling H to H, human to human, making those calls and doing that in volume, doing that in the right, in the right quantity to the right people, you're gonna win. And the truth is, you could look at a sales rep who makes $500,000-$600,000 a year, and the reality is that person does the work. That person is actually just sitting there going, the unsexiness to the answer is this, is like, look, they'll make 20, 30, 40, 50 phone calls per day or more maybe to the right people, and they're just going through the motion and doing that, and then they chase all that phone call work up with emails and with proposals out, and their follow-up game is really strong. But the fundamental simplicity is that you're willing to pick up the phone, you're willing to call people, and you keep leveling up in experience. Your fear, goes down as you do that more and more. Your fear goes down, your experience goes up, and your comfort with it. And the truth is, as the comfort comes up, the joy of it comes up. You start to actually enjoy it. I personally enjoy making phone calls. I like talking to people. I like doing that. And when you get into the rhythm of it and you're doing it for the day, and you make 30 phone calls or 40 phone calls or 70, it becomes enjoyable. It's not just a grind, and I think that, obviously on this show, we've talked about a lot of different sales tactics and a lot of different things, but the reality is just making the calls. Like, just force yourself to make the phone calls. Force yourself to come prepared the night before. Make a big list. Like, list out 60 people you're going to call tomorrow. List them out, the people you're going to call tomorrow. And then force yourself tomorrow to get on the phone. Have something to say, have a strong pitch, understand what you're going to pitch, understand what their needs and wants are, work to actually solve a problem, and just get on the phone and just keep doing it. If you don't get them, leave a great voicemail. Every time, leave a great voicemail. If their voicemail's full, send a voice memo, record a voice memo on your phone and email it. Email a voice memo. And then you can follow it up with an email. But send them a voice memo, record a voice memo, send it to them. Leave a voicemail, call them, have a productive conversation. Do that times 60 tomorrow. Do that times 60 the next day. Do that times 60 the day after that. It's going to work. You're going to get traction. You're going to get deals. H to H, calling H to H, human to human, that is never going to go away in the business to business scene. It's not. And that's probably going to be one of your best strategies for success. It's crude. It's crude in terms of its format. It's not as sexy as some of the things that are going on. It's not all, you hear about all these platforms, all these CRMs, all this social media, all this marketing, all this stuff you can do. A lot of it's a distraction. A lot of it's a distraction from literally just doing the actual work. And when it comes to B2B sales, doing the work it's this. It's who's next, who can call it. It's good. Having a good productive conversation, being presentable, leaving great voicemails, sending great voice memos, giving a compelling pitch, and doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it. And if you're the person that will go and do it, it's going to pay off. So that's my tip for you. Hope that helps. Hope you like that. If you like the show and you haven't already, subscribe right there. If you like the episode, hit the old like button, and share with your sales team, share with the other people on your sales team and things like that. We're trying to get more subscribers. Really appreciate the support so far, and we'll have more coming at you. Thanks.